Okay, here's what today's episode is called. Let me see if I can figure this out. There, let's come back here. Let your light shine. Let your light shine. Okay, I'm going to give you 4 simple ways that I've broken up to let your light shine. This is going to be very simple. So we've talked about, our first episode was about my mission in sharing Design Your Freedom with you and allowing you to design the life that you choose. My second week was talking about you're worth it. You're worth the things that you don't want to do sometimes. You're worth taking the effort. So this episode I'm a little more excited about because I feel like it's a little bit more where my heart center is. It's share your light. Now I'm learning how to do this, and so I'm teaching you from what I'm learning, not from what I'm perfect at. Got it? I'm learning. Come to me. I am learning. So, this is what I'm learning. Take it with a grain of salt. I will admit that I think you're going to find some value in it. So our first one is be a friend. And the reason that that's my first one is because you can't let your light shine if you don't have anybody to shine it to. So get some people to shine to. Be a friend. If you don't know how to be a friend, that's okay because I'm going to help you. I know everybody knows how to be a friend, but sometimes you don't know how to be a friend, right? So this is me. I'm going to help you learn how to be a friend. So the first one is compliment others often. Anyone you see in the grocery store, oh my gosh, I like your shoes. Sometimes we're afraid to give compliments, and that's so dumb because people love compliments. Do they not? People love compliments. Come on, give me a break. Be completely honest. So give compliments that are honest, and be a friend that is willing to be completely honest about, say, like you get asked to do something that you don't want to do. Don't lie and say that you do want to do it. That doesn't mean don't serve people, because you can serve people, but know your limits and be completely honest about it. So be completely honest with other people. Don't lie to them to try to make them feel better or to try to make yourself feel better. It doesn't work, and they usually know you're lying, and that sucks. So serve others. Serve others and do it pretty happily. I would say that you should probably do it happily. Give. Be generous, because the more you give, the more you receive. And this has been a lifelong lesson for me, but it's now one that when I talk to my kids, I always say, friends are more important than toys. So that's your lesson for you. Friends are more important than toys. And friends are more important than stuffs. And they're more important than dollar bills. And just give. Be a generous person. Tell yourself every day, I am a generous, loving person, and you will become that. Okay, number 2, speak up. Speak up. Your voice counts. So when you're in a room with people and you're afraid, but you feel like you should be raising your hand or you should be saying something, speak up. You know, when you're in a conversation, you're like, oh, nobody cares what I have to say. Oh, stop it. They do care. You didn't care. You're the one who didn't say anything. Speak up. And say how you feel lovingly without apology. Without the apology of feeling like you shouldn't be speaking your voice. Just speak your voice. Speak your truth. Don't be afraid of it. Don't hide it. Just love yourself enough to do that. Be sincere and authentic. Please do that. Just be sincere and authentic, because insincere and inauthentic people are super annoying to everybody else. You know you've done it because we all have. We've all been insincere and a little bit inauthentic. Number 3, dare to dream. So do you know how to dream? Did you remember? Do you remember how to dream? Do you remember how to just zone off and imagine you're on a beach somewhere, because you can't see it, but right back there is my vision board. That's how I dream, but I'm new at that. And another way that I dream is I'm constantly writing in journals. Another way that I dream is I'll read books that help me to get bigger pictures and bigger ideas in my head. I'll talk to people who are doing things that I want to do, or I'll listen to them, and I'll learn from what they're experiencing. So dream, imagine, and those imaginations will become creations for you. Just do it, because you will get inspiration upon inspiration upon inspiration. That's going to help you build your dreams. But you first have to start with dreaming. Practice constantly, okay? Practice your dreams constantly. Practice dreaming constantly. Practice imagining constantly, because it's a muscle. It's a muscle as much as your bicep is a muscle. You have to practice it, and the better you get at it, the more it will help you create the reality that is designed by you. Dare to work toward your goals. So you have the dreaming in place, now you take the action. Every time you get an inspiration, here's the clue. Listen. Do you have your pen and paper? Okay, listen. This is important. I want you to write it down. I forgot it. No, I didn't. Okay. So inspirations were meant to be acted upon, not pondered. When you get an inspiration, take action. Do not sit and think about it. Do not think about whether you should say hello to that person, or whether you should help that lady across the street, or whether you should buy that person's groceries. Stop it. Stop stopping to think about it. Just do it. Just take the action and trust. Don't go against your work by not trusting. Okay? So your work before was your imagination and your dreaming. And don't go against that by not trusting while you're taking action. Don't take action and go, it's not really going to happen. Like, don't think like that, you know? And then be consistent and persistent. Don't stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. You know, an airplane takes a lot of momentum to get off the ground, right? But once it's in the air, once it's up here above the clouds, it's not so much effort. So just be consistent and take the effort. Pretty soon, I love this term from one of my mentors, Rod Hairston, who you should look up. Rod Hairston, Hairston, and he is not the preacher. He is the motivational guy. They're cousins. Anyway, look him up, because he says this. He says, have boring success. Have boring success. Like, what? That means you get these habits. Like, it's not exciting to wake up every day. It's not exciting to walk anymore. Where there was a time in your life when it was exciting to walk, right? These things have boring success because they're just your habits. Create new habits. And creating new habits is not easy at first. It takes action, and it takes consistent, persistent action. But once you do, it's almost boring because it's just who you are. See? Success is who you are. Designing your freedom is who you are. Do it. Do it. Guess what? That's the end of my list. And I hope that you enjoyed it. So thanks for watching. This has been my longest episode yet. And I think you're awesome. Have a wonderful day.